And he was telling the truth. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever episode of our very new, brand new game show, Liar Liar, featuring three contestants never before seen on my channel. We are going to go head to head to see who can get the most points and deceive the most people. First up, Sponge Lad. Please,
It's me.
introduce yourself. Say a little bit about yourself.
I'm Sponge Lad. I'm Steven Sponge Lad. I'm 24 years old, 24 years young, and everyone loves me, and I'm a diagnosed bipolar.
That's amazing. Next, we have Astruxie.
Hello.
Come on.
I don't have any mental issues. And I'm going to win today.
Oh,
Fuck
that's
you.
amazing. And finally, we have K-Quack.
Hello.
Or K, not Quack.
Hello.
Go on, tell us a little bit about yourself, K-Quack.
I'm Hatsune Miku. I'm K, but I'm gonna be in the show today.
That's amazing, you guys. I'm so excited for this
Wow.
game show. All right, we are gonna spin the wheel to see who goes first.
Oh, there is a wheel.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Looks like player 3. Player 3 goes first. All right.
Stop spinning.
K-Quack, is
Oh,
it
hi.
true that you were born in the United States and moved to Canada at a young age?
Yeah,
That's true?
that's true.
All right. 30 seconds on the clock. And Astruxie and Sponge Lad have to deduce whether it's true or not.
What? Move out of the way. I got this. What state were you born in?
Ohio.
Where did you move to in Canada?
I moved to Ontario.
I
Where do you
feel like
live now?
no one's been born in Ohio in 16 years. There's no fucking way. That's
You
not
born
real.
there?
You don't have an Ohio accent.
An accent?
What
Can
was
you
your
speak
mother's
French?
maiden name?
I'm not telling you my mom's name.
Can you speak French? Do they speak French
No.
there?
All right.
How'd you
Time is
get-
up, you guys.
Okay.
Do you think that was a truth or a lie?
All right, Astruxie. I'll let you go first by all means.
I'm gonna lock in that that's a truth.
Okay. Sponge Lad?
Steven Sponge Lad is gonna lock in that that's a lie.
Oh, that is a point for Sponge Lad. It was a lie. K-Quack is a Canadian-born natural. Now we spin the wheel to see who goes next. Player 2. That is going to be Astruxie. Astruxie, is it true
Yes.
that you own every Warrior Cats book?
That's a lie.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Defend your position.
There's no way.
I don't even know what that is.
You know what that is.
And how would
Yeah, you know
I
what that is.
own all of them? And how would I own all of them?
How much literature did you read as a child?
Like a little bit. I was
Are you
more
a
into
good
like
speller?
math. Ooh, no.
Spell onomatopoeia.
ONOM
Spell Sponge Lad without looking.
ONOP SP
I don't like the way your voice is
SPN.
right now.
Yeah.
SPNG
This is a fucking she's telling
SPNG.
She owns all of these books, dude. There's no way.
No, I
I
don't.
can already smell it on you.
All right, time is up. Kay, do you think that was a truth or a lie?
I think that Astruxie did own those books, and she's lying.
Okay, interesting. Steven, do you think that was a truth or a lie?
I think she also owns the books. I think she is lying.
Ding, 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 ding. That is a point for K-Quack and a point for Steven. Astruxie did
What can I
own
say?
every Warriors book. We are gonna spin the wheel, and who am I kidding? We're gonna go with player 1.
Hooray! Hooray!
Player 1. Is it true that when you were 20, you nearly crashed your car into a lamppost?
This is the truth.
All right, 30 seconds on
Oh.
the clock. Defend your position.
Where were you driving?
under the influence?
Was I driving? No.
Where were you going?
I was going to my grandparents' home.
Did you have anything to drink tonight? Where are you going? Can I get your ID?
No, stop. Get away
Why
from
did
me.
Why did you crash? Were you texting?
I wasn't looking at the road. I was looking at my phone. I was trying to change the music.
Ah.
I don't know. Oh,
Do you still drive that car?
Yeah.
Please do not disturb the set. Thank you.
How much
No.
damage?
It wasn't a lot, but it was enough for me to have to go through the entirety of the other person's insurance.
All right, that's time. Do you think that was a truth or a lie? K.
I think Sponge Lad is lying. I think he's lying.
Okay, interesting. Astruxie, do you think that was a truth or a lie?
I think that was a truth, unless it's something like he was 21 years old instead. So I think it's a truth.
It was a lie. Steven did not have his license until he was 22 years old.
That's
Steven,
right,
that's
that's
half
right.
a point for you and 1 point for K-Quack. And also, I'm going to say that that's also a half point for K-Quack for the previous one. I'm going to do half points if only one person gets it right. All right,
Okay.
back to player 3.
Whoa.
K, is it true that your first dog was a Chihuahua?
No.
That's a fake? That's a lie?
Yeah.
Defend your position.
What was your
Did you
first
have
dog?
a dog? Yeah.
My first dog was Shepherd.
That's
Shepherd, okay.
bullshit. That's so fucking fecal shit, dude.
Why am I fecal as shit?
How much did your dog shed?
Shed?
Yeah.
Like Shepherd?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quite a bit, like on the
Hey,
couch
Quack.
and stuff.
You're killing.
What was its
you're
name?
Killing our time.
What was its name?
Name was Charlie.
What kind of
Charlie
what
the
kind of
Chihuahua.
color- what kind of color did it have?
He was like brown, and like gray.
Okay,
Chihuahuas are brown.
that's time.
You're a
Astruxie,
dog shit liar.
was that a truth or a lie?
It's a lie. That was a lie.
Okay. And now, Steven, was that a truth or a lie?
Forgive me, Astruxie. I'm gonna switch up on you. I think it was the truth.
Astruxie got it. K-Quack's first dog was not a Chihuahua, but K-Quack does own a Chihuahua. That's half point for K-Quack and 1 point for Steven. Now,
Oh, wait,
Astruxie.
did I got that?
Astruxie.
Yes.
Is it true that you minored in music production in college?
No. Not true.
All right. Defend your position.
What was your minor in college?
Math.
It took too long.
Quite interesting. Quite interesting that you had to think about that, even though it was a part of your life.
Yeah.
Come on now. Why would I
and
have that? It
You don't
doesn't
seem like a
doesn't-
mathematician.
Yeah, but my major was computer science. Math
You're-
goes with it.
Wait. Yeah, if you do computers, you have to know math, right?
You're getting fooled right now, K-Quack. You're actually getting buffooned. Did you keep your minor when you graduated, or did you change up halfway through?
I changed.
What'd you change to?
Well, I didn't have one. I started out without it, and then I changed, like, to get it.
Quite interesting.
How interesting.
How interesting. Well, go ahead, K-Quack. You have a question, you fucking asshole? Don't
But
just
I
leave
think.
me.
I think my question is, how long were you doing it for, right?
Like 2.5.
What?
You motherfucker.
That is the end of the 30 seconds. K, do you think that was a truth or a lie?
I think Astruxie did do music, and she's lying.
Steven, Was Astruxie lying or telling the truth?
I think she was telling the truth and she stuck with math.
That is a point for Steven and a half point for Astruxie. Very good work, you guys. All right. Back to player 1. Steven.
Yeah.
Is it true that you once were addicted to lean?
Well, don't laugh at that. What if it's true, Astruxie?
Sorry.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna say that it was true.
Okay. Defend your point.
Dude.
Oh shit! My chair broke.
You broke the table. You broke.
You did not. You did not.
Well, go ahead. Ask me questions. Maybe,
Okay.
What if?
What
drank
was
too
it?
much
How do you
lean,
make it?
broke.
What?
How'd you make it?
How did I make it?
Recipe.
You put it,
Yeah,
you
what's
poured into Sprite and you put like a Jolly Rancher in.
With what?
What do you mean with what? With Robitussin?
Right?
Yeah.
What?
No way. There's no way.
Well, okay, Quack. What's your question?
SpongeLad, how many times you drink it like a week?
I would limit it to once every 2 weeks, but I'd really go hard on that one day.
All right. That's the end.
Wait, every 2.
Okay. Do you think Steven was telling the truth or lying?
I think he's lying. He's trolling.
Okay. Astruxie, do you think Steven was telling the truth or lying?
I also think he's lying.
That is
Whoa.
2 points for Steven. He was telling the truth.
That's right.
No
you
way.
dumbasses.
Well, I definitely didn't know my friends as much as I thought I did. Especially that Steven had a lean addiction. That's crazy. He's never talked about that before.
Man, SpongeLad really threw me a curveball, cause like, the way he was talking about it made it seem pretty like believable, but, I guess, I don't know, he lied to me.
That I knew that
Oh
one
my
would get
God.
them, dude. All right. Back on to, I believe, Cake Quack, right?
I'm gonna get myself a new chair.
Go for it. It's just a little coffee table. All right. Cake Quack. Is it true that you are in possession of a radioactive object?
That's true.
All right. Defend your position.
What kind of object is it? What is it?
It's an old, piece of, like what is it called? Like a navigation system where it has like radium on it.
Where do you store it?
It's in my garage.
Where, like in a container, or is it just out there by itself?
It's in, like cardboard.
There's cardboard?
Yeah.
It's slowly corroding it away on the inside. Well, ask a question, Astruxie. Hurry.
I don't know.
I quick fired like 3 for you.
I don't know, dude. What?
Come on, cocksucker!
Oh, wait.
That's
My mind's
time.
blank.
Oh my fucking god.
Do you think Cake Quack was lying or telling the truth?
I can't make heads or tails on that.
Oh
Astruxie,
my
go first.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
That Cake Quack does not own a radioactive object. Steven.
Yeah. I hope not.
I think it's the truth.
That is a half point to Cake Quack and 1 point to Steven. Cake Quack does own a radioactive object. The navigation tool does have iridium in it.
K-Quack is a fucking bitch. I asked every single question on their behalf, and I still got nothing out of them. I think the fact that K-Quack just has a... Sorry?
Is it true
Yes.
that you once kissed a gay man?
No. That's not true.
Defend your point.
That's not true. That's not true, guys.
What was this?
There was no guy.
What do you mean?
What do you
there
mean?
no
What was his
guy?
name? What do you mean? What was his name? There was.
How am I, if you were to, how am I supposed to ask questions for this?
Wait,
Name all the
do you-
people you've kissed.
I can't. I don't know.
See, you
Um,
don't remember, so
They
that
were.
means,
They weren't gay though. How would I kiss a gay guy?
well, I don't know.
Knowing that they're gay.
How many
like,
people have you kissed? How many men?
Maybe like 5 or 6.
That's not enough.
It's not enough for what?
That's not enough to go off of. Like I would believe it if you've like kissed like 10 people. Like right, like somewhere around
I don't
there.
know.
Wait,
I don't know.
do you know a lot of gay people?
Yes, I guess
That
so.
was a bad question.
That's time. That's time. Do you think Astruxie was lying or telling the truth? We'll start with you, K-Quack.
I
Oh,
think Astruxie did kiss a gay person. Gay man.
All right. Steven.
I don't think she kissed a gay man.
That is a point for K-Quack and a half point for Astruxie. She did kiss a gay man. Yes, that's true. You know him from classics like traumatizing each other in barotrauma. I'm being torn alive! Ah! And we survived 24 hours in the Arctic wasteland. Yeah, we're just gonna go and do some questing, level up our characters, get some new weapons, stuff like that. Pretty standard for an MMO of this size. We bring you a once-in-a-lifetime chance to make a decision that will impact the Sponge Lads forever. Vote now if you would like to see Lake House as the next Sponge Lad. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Took a little bit of break to get a confessional in. We're going to continue from where we left off. I believe that was player 1.
Me?
Gonna be
That's me.
Sponge Lad. Okay. Sponge Lad. Is it true that the name Sponge Lads was inspired by Kevin, your best friend?
This is true.
Defend your position.
Go ahead.
Whoa.
Didn't you
Okay,
have the
what-
YouTube channel before you met him?
Yes, but it was under a different name before then.
What was that name?
That name was my old PS3. What's it called? Username on PS3. There we go. I couldn't think of the word.
What was your channel? What was your like go-to username before Sponge Lad?
It was. Oh, I hate saying it. It was Venom Killed You 001.
And
Stop! Don't laugh.
what about Kevin? What about Kevin made you, like, how did it come to?
Well, me and Kevin used to watch The Lighthouse a lot, and in that movie they used the term lad a lot. And I really like SpongeBob, so eventually me and him just kind of put it together and made the channel.
Okay.
That's.
What about?
Oh, go ahead, K-Quack. I'll let you finish.
I was gonna say, what about? But Sponge Lad, that's Pongla, Sponge Lad in like Chinese, right? So you're.
What are you asking?
Whatever.
All right, that's the end. Do you think Steven was lying or telling the truth?
Ooh, me.
Go ahead, Kay.
I think Sponge Lad is lying. I think he's lying.
Okay, Astruxie.
He's telling the truth. On everything that I hold dear, he's telling the truth.
That is a point for K-Quack. That's right. Name Sponge Lad was made by Steven himself before Kevin came around.
I knew that.
Now, let's bring it over back to K-Quack, I believe. For this is gonna be our last round. We're gonna do a round of confessionals, then we're gonna close it out.
Whoa.
All right, K-Quack. Is it true that as a child you rode the short bus to school?
No.
Not true. All right, defend your position.
Wait, what's a short bus?
Like the bus.
I'll have to censor that.
Oh. Like handicapped? Because
Yeah,
The handicap bus.
there you go. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead. I'll let you ask the questions first since I.
Did you have a wheelchair?
That's not.
No.
K-Quack
because
said
you need a
she
special
did
bus
not.
for it.
K-Quack said she did not ride the short bus.
Okay. How big was the bus you rode?
Normal.
Okay. Your turn, Steven.
Who would you sit next to on the bus?
I would sit by myself.
Sounds like a short bus answer if you ask me, Astruxie. I
In
don't
the
know.
front of the bus or the back of the bus?
Well, what does that imply?
Usually near the back or middle.
All right, that's it. We're going to close questioning. Astruxie, do you think K-Quack was lying or telling the truth?
I think telling the truth.
Okay, K-Quack did not ride the short bus. Steven, was K-Quack lying or telling the truth?
I think also telling the truth.
That is no points for K-Quack and a point for Astruxie and Steven. Good job, guys. K-Quack did not ride the short bus. Now, on to, I believe, Astruxie for the final round.
Yeah.
Astruxie, is it true that you have a scar traveling up the entirety of your right leg?
That's true.
Defend your position.
How'd you get it?
I don't know. It's just always been there.
How big is? What the fuck kind of answer is that? How big is it?
It's true. It's like
spawned in for no reason.
it's just all the way like from my foot
Yeah.
to like top of my leg, and it's like on the back part, like where it bends.
What the fuck?
Is like there from birth.
I don't know. My parents don't know. I don't know. I don't remember getting it.
Okay, how wide is it? Is it like a knife gash or is it like a little scalpel?
Yeah, it's like a straight line.
This is bullshit. Okay,
All
Quack,
right.
There's no.
There's
fucking-
no
We're going to
way.
cut off questioning. Okay. Was Astruxie lying or telling the truth?
Wait, me?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna say Astruxie's telling the truth.
That she does have a scar.
Yeah.
All right. Steven?
I think she's bullshitting. There's no way she has that scar.
That is a point for K-Quack and a half point
Fuck
for
off.
Astruxie. That's right. Astruxie does have a scar on her entire right leg. Now, if I had said left leg, you would have gotten a point there, Steven. Let's finally go to Sponge Lad for the final round. Sponge Lad, is it true that your first sexual encounter was with a heavy girl?
This is false.
All right. Defend your position.
What?
Well,
so
go on,
what
guys.
What is the first then?
My first girl that I had a sexual encounter with was a alt girl who had. Okay, well there I go. Who had both sides of her hair a different color. One side was blonde and the other side was dark brown.
Did she happen to be overweight?
No. She was a normal weight.
All right. Astruxie, questions?
Was it?
Oh, gee.
Was it?
I
with
don't
a
want to
man?
ask any.
Go on,
Was
Astruxie.
it a
Go
man?
on. I know. I'm sure
Yeah,
he won't be
what do you mean,
offended.
was it a man? No.
How much did she weigh?
I don't know, like 115, I think. I didn't ask her weight.
All right. No more questions. Let's go over to K-Quack. Was that a truth or a lie? Was Steven lying?
I think he's telling the truth.
That his first girl was skinny. All right. Astruxie,
I think he's lying.
That his first girl was a heavy girl. That is a point for Astruxie and a half point for Steven.
Whoa, what?
Everyone's
Yeah.
got to start somewhere.
You know what? I don't judge you one bit, buddy. Well,
Nope.
we're gonna tally up the points and come back after
Put me
this
down,
commercial
put me
break.
Put me down.
Oh, Felipe, tell him he's working tomorrow.
Let's see here. Access encoded. Gigabyte of RAM should do the trick. We're in. All right, what do we got? Phone book, recipes, chicken cannelloni, fruit salad with crystallized ginger. Sounds good.